What's going on, everybody? So today we're talking about the future of Diablo Immortal, as in the updates coming to the game soon. Now, for those of you that remember, on December 14th, we had the third. I classified as the third, but a lot of people say, well, technically it's the second because the class change update was before the terminology of major update. So technically in Blizzard's terms, it's the second. But in my, kind of idea of what a major update should be, it's the third major update for this game. And with that, we received a lot of changes. But in this post, you could see here, before we dig into this major update, because of the holidays, we will not release a content update in 2 weeks as we traditionally have. Our next content update will be coming in early January of 2023. So this was officially the last update of 2022, and we have not gotten any update in terms of bug fixes. We've gotten no update in terms of the actual patch notes being posted. So there's nothing in Blizzard's, kind of wake of things that we've seen at all. So they're basically quiet because of the holidays, which is totally understandable. But a couple of days ago, or a few days ago, we should have gotten our 2-week update, which they said they weren't going to do. So I'm here to talk about what we possibly could get for this update coming in January. Now, if they follow the same trend as every 2 weeks, it should have been posted December 28th. December goes to the 31st. So then we have, around January 11th, around that time is when we should get the next update for this game. Now, the Battle Pass still has some ways to go because obviously it's not going to be ending there. So it's not going to be a Battle Pass related update, presumably. That's the first thing. So if it's not going to be a Battle Pass related update, then it has to be something else. Normally with these minor updates, they do events and they do legendary items. That's usually kind of what the landscape of minor updates are. Sometimes they add, a feature or two, but it's nothing really super major. And it really doesn't game change anything. But with how different their major updates are from their minor updates, I can see them doing something a little bit more exciting. And actually, I pulled up the Datamined ARPG because this is one of the biggest things that we've used, both with a lot of accurate information and then a lot of things that still have not come to the game. But that doesn't mean that it's necessarily not coming to the game. So as I scroll through here and we go back a little bit here, one of the most recent post major update was talking about how legendary gems could be socketed, or rather demons or devil stones could be socketed into gems that provide you with certain bonuses. So I'm not exactly sure what they mean by demons or devil stones, but maybe some sort of mechanic where you can go ahead and kind of change the legendary gems that you currently own and upgrade them. Definitely something that could be interesting, and definitely could make 1 and 2 star gems viable. We also have, as we continue downwards, all the updates or all the posts about the new major update stuff. And then as we go and continue downwards, we find that we end up at the stuff that we are waiting for and the stuff that came to the game. So first off, all this stuff in the Worth the Wait, November 23rd, by the way, this was a while ago at this point. This is about more than a month ago, 3 weeks before the major update. All of this stuff came to the game. New equipment upgrades, new legendary gems, new content, challenge rift 200 plus, and Hell 6 to Hell 8. I actually didn't think this was going to be coming for a long time. So this is just a perfect example of we're very likely to see some of these things come to the game because these posts are incredibly accurate. And if you scroll down, the Hero's Journey reset, we had a bunch of other random stuff with various things in the game. But the thing I want to mention is actually way back, for those of you that might have been here for a very long time, and talk about this system right here. The legendary essence extraction will see an overhaul in the near future after finally granting us set item crafting. We've already gotten set item crafting. This is something that we didn't think was going to come to the game, but it actually did. And when I was talking about set item crafting, I personally thought it was going to be like Diablo 3. Someone mentioned it was not going to be like a Diablo game, and Diablo 3 has set item crafting where you can kind of basically re-roll, not necessarily crafting, I shouldn't say, in terms of what I'm thinking of, but they had re-rolling set items, which could be interesting. So definitely, I mean, they do have set item crafting as well in terms of specific recipes. So certain sets can be crafted, and it turns out that we got the Wisp system. So obviously the legendary essence transfer overview is something that is very likely to show up in the game at some point. And this is honestly the thing that I'm personally most excited about, because we can improve the legendary attributes on our gear. Now, a lot of people debate, okay, does this mean like the stats on the gear, like your strength, your vitality, or does it mean the actual essence itself? I personally interpret it as the legendary attribute on the gear piece, because if you read kind of through this, you see select an extracted essence, transfer to a piece of legendary equipment occupying the same inventory slot, and you'll change the item's name, appearance, and legendary attribute. That's what inheriting essences does, right? So when we're considering it, when an essence's legendary attribute reaches higher levels, you get few or no bonuses on its legendary attribute when extracting the essence from a lower difficulty copy. So we're talking about extracting essences here. That's what it's talking about. So to me, it would make sense that when you're extracting essence to improve your essences, it's going to improve the actual essence itself. And if this comes to the game, this could massively change everything in the game, because there are some things that need just a little bit of a bump, but also it could just really, really tune up everyone's power, because you're going to improve all the ones that you already have. So definitely something that's really, really interesting. We also got all the new Paragon trees that, was mentioned. I mean, look at this, November 1st, almost 2 months before we got the actual major update. And then if we continue onwards, there's some other things that I wanted to mention really quick here. Look at this, new Prodigy's Path updated. That's crazy. It was predicted October 24th, but here's the other one, which is the server merges character face remake, which we've gotten both of those. New battleground mode, fishing minigame, Tempest class, and Blood Knight class. So this is the other one that I'm very, very excited about. As I've gone through here, we've seen even this I forgot about that this guy, he mentioned a Prodigy's Path update coming, but this was literally 2 months ago before the update even came. So there's obviously some I guess credibility that this guy has, which is why I'm trying to establish this, because a few people still refuse to accept any sort of information. Again, I'm not saying this is 100% confirmed, not at all, and who knows if they'll ever come to the game, but it's one of the biggest ways we get as content creators and as people to predict what's coming in the future. And I will say that it's been pretty accurate. So this is the other thing I'm very excited about, which is the new classes, the new Tempest class and the new Blood Knight class and the new battleground mode. A lot of people have a problem with PvP, and a lot of people are really, really interested in getting a new PvP mode that doesn't reflect on resonance, but also is quite rewarding, because let's be honest, guys, the current battleground mode is Reforged Stones, and as long as you reforge once, you're done. So you don't need any more reforged stones. You can min-max it for 0.5% here, 0.5% there, but it really doesn't give you that much of a bonus. So it's definitely something that really could use a bump up in terms of rewards and could use another game mode. But more importantly than that, I personally am very excited for the new classes. And I know a lot of people don't even want to play the game until the new classes come out. I myself have been sticking to Demon Hunter. I will probably continue to stick to Demon Hunter until the Blood Knight class comes out, or the Tempest class. Me personally, I want to try out the Tempest class. That name just sounds a little bit cooler to me. So I'm very interested in that. Blood Knight class, obviously, I want to try out both of them, but I'm really, really interested in the Tempest class. And I think that's something that we might be able to get in the next minor update, because as this video says, like, where are these updates? The Blood Knight, the Tempest class, I could see them dropping that in a minor update. I can also see them dropping the Essence Transfer overview with the Legendary Essence Extraction system in the game with a minor update. These are big systems, but they've also dropped, decent updates in minor updates. What I don't think we'll get is a battleground mode until we have a major update. Personally, that's my assumption. I can't tell you what their actual criteria is for what a major update and a minor update is. What I will say is that the major updates are mass game-changing, oftentimes really, really important features or game modes added to the game. Think warbands and think zones and then think class change. All those are major game-changing, really massive either new content pieces or abilities to revamp content that you're already doing. And Battlegrounds fits right in that category, whereas the new class, the Legendary Essence Extraction, though they changed the game, they're not quite on the scale as those other updates, in my opinion. Therefore, I could see us getting something like that for the future updates. But for this next update in January 11th, I imagine it's going to be quite small. Some probably maintenance type stuff because they're just getting back from the holidays. They're on vacation right now, guys. If Blizzard's an American-based company. If you're working at Blizzard, you're going to take Christmas off. You probably have a couple days after, maybe a week or so. I don't really know their schedule exactly. But what I do know is that they're, definitely with the recent Q&A, I could see them do another Q&A post, and then we may get some more information there about their future updates. Definitely be on the lookout for that. If you guys want to see any sort of news or updates like that, be sure to sub to the channel for any updates on that, because I will be sure to get those as soon as possible to you also. Thanks for watching, everyone. I just want to talk about the update stuff and what's going on, what can we expect in the future, because I know a lot of people are experiencing this major update, and although it was a great update, people are getting, in that routine aspect, and they're waiting for the next content change, as with all mobile games. And so I wanted to give you guys kind of the refreshing perspective of what the future kind of looks like. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.